Hello again, this is Tracy Kaywood with PropertyMob.com coming at you live, not from the Penthouse Lounge this week, but from Sedona, Arizona. And if you've never been here, it is effing amazing. If you just look behind me, you can see very picturesque, worth the trip if you've never been here. So anyway, PropertyMob.com is a show where I answer your questions every week about wholesaling real estate, and hopefully we'll get you on your way to doing more deals and making more money. So got some really good questions this week, really good. So go ahead and get started. Well, let's see if I can see. It's bright out here. First question, I'm going to answer Randy Hunley because he's been trying for a couple of weeks to get this one in and almost got to him last week, but it was cut short. Randy Hunley says, what is the single best way to find leads? Randy, that is yellow letters. I've been using them for several years, and it really is the best way to find leads. Generates a lot of calls, a lot of motivated sellers. If it's the only thing that you do, then one single source to find motivated sellers, that's it, yellow letters. Okay. Question from Jamal Joffrion. Jamal says, can you wholesale properties that have a mortgage? If so, how? And how do you protect yourself? Jamal, you absolutely can wholesale properties that have a mortgage on them, but then it depends on, the balance of the mortgage. There is a formula for wholesaling properties so that you don't pay too much money for the property, which is MAO, maximum allowable offer. So when you're calculating your offer to the seller, it really doesn't matter if they have a mortgage or not, as long as what you offer them is below MAO, because essentially you're going to sell it to another investor for cash at MAO, maximum allowable offer. So the answer to that is yes. Protect yourself. Well, kind of a weird question. I don't know what you would protect yourself from when you get a contract on a property. You don't really need protection at that point. You just have to make sure you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's on everything. And when you do a title search, they will order a mortgage payoff to see how much that seller owes on the particular mortgage. And if it's more than you contracted with the seller for, then that issue will come up at that time, and you have the right to cancel at that point. Okay, question from Mark. Mark says, this is the second time I've asked this. Where and how do I find real, serious buyers for my properties? Not looky-loos, not wannabes, not crybabies, not paralyzed with fear buyers, but real, honest, cash buyers. Mark, I think I did address this question before, but maybe not to your liking, or maybe not, as specific as this. So, Mark, get a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to write down exactly what I do to weed out the buyers. I'm going to give you my system right now, and hopefully I have enough time for this. I'll do it quick. Every single Friday, I take every property that I have for sale, and I create bandit signs for them. That's how I sell my properties. And I handwrite the sign with one of two messages, either investor special or handyman special, cheap cash, something along the lines. And on the sign is a Google Voice number. When the potential buyers call the Google Voice number, they're sent to a voicemail which tells them to go to my website.
Give them the website.
Once the website, you can go to my own website and look at it. It's www.4197buy, and that's BUI.com, 4197buy.com. That's where all of the properties that I have for sale are. Once you get to the website, you can look at the photos, check out what I have for sale, see the prices, and if you want to see the inside of the property, you request a showing appointment. Once you request a showing appointment, it automatically gives you the lockbox code. So far I have not talked to any looky-loos, crybabies, or wannabes at this point. They're welcome to go over there, look at the property. 95% of the properties that I have are vacant, so I do put a lockbox on them. All of them have the same lockbox code, which is 4567, same code on every house. Easy to manage the website that way. They get the lockbox code, they can go look at it. Once they look at it, if they like it, they come back to the website and they can make an offer online. So they go back to the website, 4197buy.com, select the property that they like, click on make an offer, and they send me an offer, cash, right there. So I've already eliminated a lot of crybabies and things, you know, looky-loos, things like that, tire kickers. You can't get around those kind of people. You just have to create a system that allows you to not deal with them at all. So you can eliminate all those guys. If they've gone through that process and they've looked at the house and they like it and they make you a cash offer online, chances are pretty good that they're not looky-loos or crybabies or paralyzed with fear. Then at that point, I do contact them by phone or email, and we, you know, negotiate and enter into a contract at that point. But that is my system. It works flawlessly. I love it. I never deal with crybabies, so I don't like them either. We want to not deal with anybody like that. But don't think that the wannabes are not out there, because they are. So find a way to eliminate having to deal with them, because they suck. Okay. Hopefully, Mark, that satisfies your question. If not, send me another one. This question is from Kim Stearns. What is an approved short sale? If there is a mortgage amount owed by the seller, does it need to be considered as part of the retail value to investor buyers? And this really, the show is really about wholesaling properties, but a lot of times short selling and wholesaling go hand in hand. So I will answer this one for you, Kim. An approved short sale is once an entire short sale package has been submitted to the lender. They've done a BPO, which is a broker's price opinion. They've reviewed all of the financial information from the seller. It's been approved by the lenders that they are going to accept less than what they owe, than what the seller owes on the mortgage. That's an approved short sale. It's a whole nother ball game. It's a different monster. Oh, the temperature's too hot on my iPad out here in Arizona. It's shutting off. So that's an approved short sale. It doesn't have anything to do with the value of the property to the investor buyer, to the retail buyer. They don't even know, what the mortgage amount is. You just market the property at a price that you want to sell it at, and you should have a spread from the approved short sale amount to what you sell it for. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question, Kim. That is all the time we have this week. Again, if you haven't been to Sedona, Arizona, make plans for it. It's awesome. And ask me some questions for next week. You can go right to the website, propertymob.com. Click on Ask a Question on the right-hand side. I'll get it, and I will make sure I answer your question next week on the show. I am a little backlogged, so if you send a question, I don't get to it next week, I'll try to get to it the week after. I get to about 3 or 4 every week. So make sure you ask me any question you want, as long as it pertains to wholesaling real estate. And I'll be back in the lounge at the Penthouse Lounge next week in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. So I'll see you then. Take care.